As the federal government shutdown reaches 37 days, the longest in U.S. history, local business owners are starting to feel the effects as well as everyday citizens. KDKA's Josh Taylor spoke with one who went viral by saying, "Enough is enough."
Here in Katanning, one local business owner became frustrated with the government shutdown and how it was affecting his community. So he went online to talk about it, and that video went viral.
My perspective is it's out of control. Everybody is acting like, well, I would say children, but children act better than this.
That's Ryan Sprankle, one of the co-owners of Sprankle's neighborhood market. He says his frustrations with the federal government shutdown were bubbling over, and his wife gave him an idea.
I said, look at me right now. She said, exactly. You need to go live with this. People need to see what business owners and what working people are dealing with right now as a result of these decisions or lack of decisions.
Ryan says 25% of his store sales come from people who receive SNAP benefits, but there's so much more to it than that.
25% is a number. That's a number. That's how many people, that's the percentage of sales that are SNAP. But what you don't see in that number are the kids. Regardless of how people feel about the program, right now they rely on it, those kids.
He says the interruption of SNAP benefits has lowered sales and forced many of his customers to limit their spending, but it's also led to desperation with others.
We've caught 5 people stealing over the last 3 days between just 2 of our stores, and we've just asked them not to come back. You know, we're not getting anybody arrested. This isn't the time. You know, it's a tough time for people. But as this thing goes on, literally every week it will get more and more dire.
And while people are still looking for solutions for those everyday needs, we also picked up on a couple of tips to help your dollar stretch a little bit further.
I would look at a lot of pastas, a lot of pasta-based dishes, a lot of spaghetti, stuff like that. You can feed a family for $10, $12 if you're shopping correctly. In the meat departments, you know, I'd go with chicken, I'd go with ground turkey, you know, hot dogs.
But in the meantime, Ryan has a few tips for lawmakers both in Washington and also in the state legislature in Harrisburg, where a state budget is nearing 130 days late.
This isn't about politics. This is about people. It's about our people. And they should be doing their job for our people and putting their differences aside. And let's get to the table. Let's at least talk. Let's at least talk. Let's get something ironed out.
Reporting in Katanning, Josh Taylor, KDKA-TV News.